Good morning everybody, happy Saturday. I'm out here in my little native garden. I don't think I've shown you this for a long time. This area here we've irrigated and we dropped a lot of pine bark, just a mixture of red gum bark and pine bark I should say, just as a mulch because it was really dry earlier on, meaning when we first got here there was nothing. Plants were struggling. Now the irrigation's down, you'll see the pipe sort of lying around here. It's a drip system. And being natives, you'd think that they don't need water, but they actually do. And I've got some new ones that I've planted in here. But the fact is, I haven't actually watered here for 9 months. I haven't turned on the irrigation for 9 months. And yesterday, or 2 days ago, I actually planted some more eriostemens, corias. What else did I get here? Dioides I've got in there as well. I've got a couple of grevilleas and a couple of callistemens, dwarf ones, Little John. They all need a water, so they've been in the ground 2 days. Have a look at this one here. This one here is weeping over already. Yeah, this is a coria. Look at this. Hasn't even been in there a couple of days and the rabbit's already here digging a hole. Have a look at that, all right? So these plants need to be watered. And why I'm talking about watering is every plant through summertime is going to need a good water. They need to be given a good soaking. And I'm using EcoBoost and Liquid Gold because it does work on them. It works a treat on them. Here's a grevillea. So if you've got some natives in your garden, folks, because EcoBoost and Liquid Gold is not just about edible plants and fruit trees. It's about everything. It goes on every sort of plant, even your orchids, indoor plants if you like. So I'm going to go around and give my plants some water. And once I give them the little fertilise, they're all going to be strong and happy. And the rabbit here again. Seriously, what do you got with the corias? Leave them alone. See the drip system? I'm going to turn that on too. When the seasons change, so should your batteries in your irrigation system. If you've got a timer like this with batteries, you need it. Now I've confused myself. No, that's okay. These are the new ones. Change the batteries on your irrigation system and your smoke alarms. Set your timers to every second or third day irrigating if you want. If you've got mulch, it should be okay every third day. But again, every climate, every garden is different. I can't tell you how often you should water your garden because my garden here, for example, it gets pretty hot. We've got a lot of native trees. They suck a lot of water out of the ground and they dehydrate the ground. So I need to hydrate this ground probably every second day for my purpose until they establish themselves. So for your garden, if you're not sure, go outside, pull the mulch off, check the moisture level, put your finger in the ground, and you'll know if it's wet or not, if it needs more watering. So I'm putting mine for about 30 to 45 minutes. I'm running about 70 or 80 meters of drip line, so 45 minutes is what I need to cool the pipe down as well, because if it's a little bit shallow in the mulch and the sun's on it, remember the pipe heats up, so the first amount of water that comes through, it's going to be quite warm. You don't want to have that going into your garden bed for a short burst, so you need to keep the water flowing through for at least 30 minutes or 45 minutes to cool the pipe down, and that way your plants get a good hydration and you don't have to worry about dead plants. Simple. Where were we? Don't ignore the pruning because that's vital for any type of plant. If you want it to grow rampant and out of control, okay, let it go. But if you want to have a bit of formality in your garden, a couple of prunes in the earlier stages is vital for the plant to be able to shape up well. These tips here, now ignore the fact that it's wilting. They'll pop up again now in a second because I've just given it a water. But if I want this to shape up uniformly, I would take all these off here. All these off here, for example, and I'd bring it down to one size, and that way it actually pushes some more energy back at the base and grow more of a uniform shape. If I don't do that, well, it'll grow out of control and then I'll have to prune it a bit later on. If I have got the space, just let it grow rampant. But for small spaces, you can hedge these. These are great. There's different forms of corias, lots of different colours, easy to grow, low maintenance, couple of prunes to shape. And obviously the liquid fertiliser. I use EcoBoost and Liquid Gold. Once a fortnight, even once a month is adequate. And if you want to give it a go, it's our weekend special, buy one, get one free on all the Silly's Choice products, and you get your 20% off on all the other stuff online. That's already discounted. The coupon code word is EGG. That's right, use EGG to be able to get your discount and you enjoy some great products. From me, Vasily, Maresi, that's VasilisGarden.com. Hello, Cara.